So this is a milk jug, a milk jar?
Container?
Well, honestly, we bought it because we thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
A milk, oh, it's a can.
Milk can.
A milk can at $35 seemed really reasonable. In California, that's probably darn right, that's cheap. I'm guessing it opens, right?
Well, how would you get the milk out if it didn't open?
Right. It's just a little guy.
Ooh.
He's like, what is happening? Are you afraid of spiders?
I don't really care for them, no.
Oh, funny. Bye, spider. Maybe it just twists.
Oh. That's too
There's
bad.
nothing twisting. Can I just lift off? Maybe it doesn't. If only there was a repository of knowledge that we could look this information up.
Place a block of wood under the rim and hit it upward with a hammer.
This is appropriate. This was made out of milk bottles. I feel like I'm calling everyone to dinner. The spiders are like, what is happening?
It came off! Oh, that's horrifying.
Look at that. That is a lot of spider eggs.
Oh my gosh.
You remember that scene in Aliens when they realized they found the nest? And Bill Paxton starts crying and hitting everything with the flamethrower.
I wish we had a flamethrower.
Paparazzi! I don't want to be on film. Sucking up the spiders, paparazzi.
But I was right, it was a cork.
So that makes one. You were right, I was wrong. Down inside. Oh wow, that's a lot of rust down there.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I'm going to save that for a die trying.
Yeah, I would think of the same thing.
Yeah. It's just really rusty. It's got this cool gold color on it. You can see at one point it also had a yellow. And if we rotate it, it looks like there was also once a blue.
Sure.
And I'm going to power.
Well, you get the fun tool.
You want to do the power job?
It sounds more fun.
Okay. There should be some removal at some point, right?
What?
There should be removal of material.
Okay. It looked like it was coming off. All right, mister, let's see if you can do it.
Okay.
Is it coming off?
It's not. Wow, that's not coming off at all. What the heck kind of paint is that?
I don't know.
Well, I honestly thought the wire reel would make short work of that. What are we, we're 2-zip.
Yeah, we are. Wait, where's the section we did?
Oh, right.
Can you even tell? It's just worse.
It's like we polished it almost.
Are we gonna do the whole can at once?
We're gonna do the whole can at once. The whole can of milk, which doesn't sound as cool as the whole can of beans.
Can of beans?
Isn't that a thing? Isn't that a saying, a whole can of beans? A whole can of beans.
What?
You've never heard that? Isn't that a thing? Am I just
whole-
making that up? The whole can of beans?
You're the whole can of beans.
Thank you. We used to flip tables. I used to pick up free tables on Craigslist, and you would help me strip the top, and then we'd sand it and paint it and sell it for a few $100. Use that to go out to dinner one night. You want a nice night out? You want a nice night out? I'll pick up a free table on Craigslist and we could go out to an Italian restaurant. Got it all coated in the citrus strip. I ended up wrapping the entire thing in a drop cloth, and this just helps to concentrate the process. It is the next day. It's been sitting in the shop, wrapped up like some horrible present. Definitely appears to be softening. Still a lot of stubborn paint on there. I think we've just got a lot of years of paint on here. But I think it's going to take a couple applications.
Do you think the gold was actually painted by someone other than the milk company?
Yeah, I mean, that was super popular. So yeah, so the original colors might have been blue or yellow.
Right.
And then this sprayed gold over the top. I'd like to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. It's hard to be real with people, especially as a content creator, because you want to keep things upbeat, but I still want to show, the human side of making things. I try to leave in my mistakes and my missteps so that people know it's not always perfect. And that's true with making things, and honestly, that's true with life. I have had times where I've had a panic attack on camera. And I've shown some of those over the years. I personally don't like watching them. They make me very uncomfortable. I leave them in every now and then just so that you know that life happens. You've got the good things and the bad things, and sometimes they happen at the exact same time. I've had a really hard month. I've been dealing with some pretty grown-up struggles. And who do you talk to about that? I've broken down a lot, and I want to talk to somebody who's not emotionally wrapped up in the same struggle that I am. Someone outside that can be objective and that can tell me if I'm making good choices or not. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more accessible and affordable, and that's important because finding a therapist can be hard, especially someone you're comfortable with. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easier because it's online, it's remote, and by filling out a few questions, BetterHelp can match you to a therapist in as little as a few days. And look, if you don't fit with that therapist, you can easily change to a new one at no additional cost. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you, all from the comfort of your own home. Simply go to betterhelp.com/Peter Brown or select Peter Brown at checkout to receive a special discount on your first month. I got a message from Carly asking if I wouldn't mind putting a handle on her grandparents' old ice cream scoop. This had some value for her mom. The handle broke off years ago, and Carly was hoping to get it repaired. I almost never respond to messages like this. Partially my love of ice cream, and maybe the fact that I've been binge watching The Repair Shop on YouTube. Could just be that I felt like turning something. I looked the name up online. A couple of them that I found seem to have a metal handle, but she said that this one used to have a black handle, and she sent me a picture, and it looks like a pretty straightforward turning. The only thing I need to do with the scoop is get this nut off here. Okay, I can put this aside. Won't need that till later. I just want a nice piece of straight grain wood. I bought this white ash 10 years ago. They make tool handles and baseball bats out of ash, so I think we're going to be fine for an ice cream scoop. Okay, looks like 1/2 inch. Just a little bit of resin to keep this all snug. Already a really nice fit. That's exactly what we're looking for. Just a tiny bit below the surface. I'm seeing a lot of rust, so I'm guessing the gold was definitely painted over everything. And some cool gold paint there in the gel. These are just 3M scouring pads. Next step will be back to the wire wheel. Any prep work you do will make life easier for the next step. I don't think I have the time or the ability to get every speck of rust off of this. The goal of the wire wheel is to get this ready for painting. Whatever remains after a couple passes means it won't flake off under the paint. I'm going to see if I can get this dent to move. I might never hear another thing. the handle shape. You got a bead here at the top and then swoops down. Pretty much a basic handle shape. I'm pretty sure this is a hollow piece of plastic and ours is going to be a solid piece of wood, so I'm going to make this end over here kind of rounded. Anything more than that would probably be excessive. So now we need these 4 flat spots. Got this indexing head here, which should do exactly that for us. This is going to be a first for me. I'm thinking I can just take a couple passes with the block plane. I love the way it bangs up against the chuck there. 11, 12. All right, so now the flat spot's on the bottom, and we'll take 12 more passes on this side. All right. Now, three, 4. Look at that. That's pretty slick looking, actually. I think my angle is a bit more severe than that one, so I'm just going to take a couple passes here. That is a really good feeling handle. That's a weird feeling. I did briefly consider resin for this project. Given as the original ice cream scoop is from the 1940s, spray paint and lacquer seemed a more correct fix. As I stated earlier in the video, I have been binge watching The Repair Shop. Kind of just felt like fixing some stuff. This milk can says it's from Petaluma, California, which is a town just south of us here. And they're known for butter and eggs, so it's not a huge surprise. There are also some faded marks that look like it might say SF. It is possible that this was originally repurposed from a San Francisco company. It was Mrs. Brown's intention from day one that it was going to be painted bright white for her backyard. My home was built in the 1960s, and the owner of this house back in the 70s dug his own well. Apparently it took him months. He had a little tripod set up and he dug a well about 1 foot in diameter and 35 feet deep. So we bought a hand pump. You can't drink the water from it, but you can garden with it. If you're looking for a durable finish for the outdoors, paint. It's what we use on warships, and there's a good reason for that. It works. The lid now comes off easily. It's been all painted on the inside. And you can see deep down inside there, and also on its derriere. Oh my gosh. Not that I think it'll ever get opened, but if you need to open it, you can. Okay, so then let's talk about this. Carly reached out to me on Instagram, and I just said, yeah, that sounds like fun. Thank you very much for sending this to me and allowing me to fix this for you. I put 2 coats of black paint and then 4 coats of lacquer. This is now a water resistant handle, but it is not dishwasher safe. Wooden handles should never go in the dishwasher. Rinse it and put it back in the drawer, or you can, if you want to put this in the dishwasher. Honestly, I've never seen a scoop like this. This is called a Myers Deluxe dishing spoon, and it is a shovel. I am super jealous. I kind of want one of these for myself. Don't worry, Carly. I'm going to be putting it in the mail here for you, and it should get to you soon. I hope your mom appreciates it. I hope it brings back some memories for her from her childhood of good times, of celebrations, and again, thank you very much for sending that out. Thank you all for watching this with me. Thank you for indulging in my repair shop. I will catch you guys next time.